Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Getaway Zone.
We commence with a wet few days sightseeing around St George before travelling south to Thallon for a great free overnight camp area and viewing of the Sila art. From Thallon we travel through the Queensland-New South Wales border at Mungindi and continue on to the Narrabri region of New South Wales. We enjoyed 4 nights at Narrabri looking around at some of the local attractions and spending a day at the picturesque Pilliga State Conservation Area.
Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Silent fall, the wind is calling. You must return to the wild.
Well, we've arrived at the Rivergum Caravan Park in St George, formerly the St George Caravan Park, now Rivergum. It's a nice caravan park actually, quite nice. They're set up here in the corner. The only comment I'd make is to get a bit of road noise throughout the night. That's the road just there and it's the main road into town, so we did get a bit of road noise. Could hear a few trucks here and there. And now we're going to go for a bit of a wander around St George. And this is the river itself, which is just down from the caravan park where we're staying. That's where we're staying over there, which I just shot the previous bit of footage. And now we're having a bit of a look around the park. The river, I should say. So it looks like it's got a river walk all the way along here, which we're not actually going to do now, but that would probably be very nice on a sunny day, which is sort of clearing a little bit. I mean, it's very cloudy, but it hasn't rained at all today, so that's good. This looks like it'll be a very nice walk on a sunny day. That's the main bridge into town over there. And it looks like it's also a weir as well, by the looks of it. Taking a visit to the Emu Egg Shop, which is carvings of emu eggs of many varieties. This is a small and unique art gallery with a low $5 entry fee. The eggs on display have been carved into stunning illuminated pieces of art by the shop owner, Stavros. The shop has over 150 illuminated eggs on display. We probably spent up to an hour looking through the store at the various eggs and items of information on the process and on Stavros. Stavros has been carving emu eggs for more than 60 years and has carved an amazing variety of patterns and scenes into each egg, a tribute to his ingenuity and artistic ability. Rakamama. Go the Cowboys! It's an interesting and quirky place to visit if you're in St George, and we would recommend it. What are they? Vanilla bean scones. They are the bomb at the Deli Cafe in St George.
It's actually delicate.
Delicate? Whatever. These are excellent. And the coffee is very good as well. And the rain is just holding off.
For the time being.
We've come to visit the, I think it's called Riverside. Riverside Vineyard. Just on the outskirts of St George, about 2 kilometres out. River Sands Wines, it's called, my mistake. So I love a little vineyard, and we're just going to sit down now at the cafe and have a little bite to eat. So we're sitting in the garden area while we're waiting for our meal. So it's a lovely little place.
Temperature is beautiful.
It's about 21 days, so it is very nice. And we'll do a bit of wine tasting later and possibly buy a wine or a port.
An effing good port. That's what it's called.
Well, that's what it did say that. She's not just saying. It did say that. So we went with the beef patty and cheese toastie, which is a bit of a change from a ham and cheese toastie. They're really nice and very filling. Very good.
Half one would have been sufficient.
Well, we did go in and have a wine tasting, which I completely forgot to film, so you miss out on that. But we did buy ourselves a Shardy, which I was quite surprised at, that we bought a Chardonnay, because you don't normally drink those, but you really liked it.
It's very nice.
And we bought a port, which was really nice, so we're looking forward to some cold nights with some port now.
Yep, indeed.
We paid a visit to the Beardmoore Dam, which is located about 30 kilometres north of St George. As you can see, the dam was at 100% capacity when we were there, and it was expected to continue to rise with flooding in the Condamine area of Warwick, and that would eventually end up in this part of the Boulogne River as well within the next week. So we're looking at the cotton farms. There are acres and acres, or hectares or whatever, and most of it's been picked, but there's a little bit of land that still has not been picked, and all the yellow bales you can see are full of cotton. There's some more coming up just here. The farms are fed by channels from the Beardmoore Dam, which we looked at yesterday. So that provides the water for the cotton farms. So we've arrived at Thallon. We're staying at the recreational camping ground, which is a bit wet, but we've got a couple of dry spots. It's free unless you park in one of the powered sites, which we've done, and it's $5.50 for a powered site. It's pretty good, which you just go and pay at the pub, so we'll do that soon, and it'll probably cost us $5.50 plus a couple of beers. Road in was okay. You can see there's still a lot of water lying around. There's water lying around everywhere. You just can't avoid it. So much rain we've had. The trip in was fine though. We had a little bit of water over the road, but not very much. I don't think any more than about 10 centimetres at a couple of the causeways. And we're here at Fallon because we want to do a couple of the silos. So as you can see, there's a silo over here which has got this really great big blue tarp in front of it. But I'm hoping that when we get over there, we'll be between the blue tarp and the silos to have a decent look and take some good photographs later on. You with the drone, or set up the camera for maybe time-lapse shot at night. I don't know, just so cloudy at the moment, you won't get any stars or anything. So anyway, we'll see. Whatever it is, it is. Anyway, for a free or $5.50 powered site, it's pretty damn good. So pretty happy with that. We have toilets here, no showers. An information centre apparently. Although I'm not sure how you can get in there. Maybe when it's dry you can. A dump point for those who need it. Must be doing some works in the area. There's machinery over there.
Good morning.
Good morning from, well,
Fallon. We're leaving Thallon.
So we're leaving Thallon, and we worked out we're now going to go to Narrabri, New South Wales. So once again, not in our itinerary. Every morning we wake up and change direction.
Yeah.
So anyway, heading to Narrabri because that seems to be relatively dry at the moment. They've had some rain, but nowhere near as much as up our way. And the road is open with caution, and they've got sunny days predicted tomorrow, and we just want some sunshine. So we'll go there, and if all goes to plan, we'll stay for 3, maybe 4 days, and then decide where we're going next. So possibly go to Windy, or possibly back to our original route, which is out towards Armidale and the Waterfall Way, but we're probably running a little bit short of time on that one now, so we'll decide that after our stay at Narrabri.
At least we've got blue skies at the moment, so
We
that's
have.
nice.
Yeah, blue sky. There's a bit of light cloud everywhere, but it's more
Still
blue sky.
mostly grey, but there is blue sky.
Do you have problems getting people to see you as you, and not just somebody who's tagging along on a coattail?
It's over 3, babe.
Yeah, it is, but it's not far.
Yeah, it's hard to, like, me, Janet, you know, oh, you're Michael Jackson's sister. No, Michael Jackson's my brother.
That's a way of looking at it.
Well, this is the first time we've taken the caravan out of Queensland. Crossing the New South Wales border. We're at, where are we at? We're at the Barwon River, but I forgot the name of the town.
Mungindi or something.
So it's the only Queensland border town split on the border, I think it said on the sign on the way in. So now we're in New South Wales. I've just pulled into Narrabri, and we've decided to go Caravan Park instead of station stay or free camp, mainly because we just want to clean up a little bit and wash blankets and all that sort of stuff. So amenities will be really good. Looks a very treed park. I hope it's not too tight driving in and around, but gee, it looks pretty good from here. Anyway, we're just pulling in, so we'll soon see. Well, we've settled into the park here. Gave a quick look at it when we arrived. It is fantastic, really like it. It's a very nice bush setting on the edge of Narrabri, pretty much on the highway, and you do hear a little bit of traffic noise from time to time, but we're far enough away we hear very little traffic noise. You can see we're right on a creek over here, which is fairly bushy, but the park itself is very well treed, so really great spot, very peaceful, apart from a little bit of traffic noise. Anyway, try number 2, the battery went flat. As I was saying, it is a really great park. The amenities are spotlessly clean and really modern, so very happy with the park. It was $35 a night, which I thought was really quite reasonable for caravan park here, but they had a deal for pay for 3, get a 4th night free, so we're going to stay 4 nights, which works out about $26 a night. So excellent. Can highly recommend it, this place. Highway Tourist Caravan Park, Narrabri. Well, good morning. We've just been to the Narrabri Information Centre. What a great little information centre that was. Really enjoyed it there. So the lady working here, Leanne, was super helpful. She took us over to a big map and showed us the various different locations and what the road conditions are like, etc., as well as providing brochures for each location. So we're now headed out to Lake Kaputar on one of her recommendations.
There's loads to do in Narrabri.
Yeah, loads there by the looks of it. So looking forward to that. It was a really good information centre. They had local produce there.
And a cotton tractor?
Cotton tractor.
What do you call it?
A cotton harvester. They had a cotton harvester in there with explanation on how it worked, etc. It was a very good information centre. So anyway.
Press the button to watch the spindles with the cotton. That's pretty.
So obviously it feeds it through there and away you go.
So the cotton bales that we've been seeing, apparently each cotton bale is, what was it, 297?
27 of them.
227 kilograms? And it's actually firm, so I was imagining the cotton bales are all soft and squishy, but no, they're actually really quite firm and tightly packed, so yeah, it's very interesting.
The cotton
very
fibre
informative.
itself, of course, is quite fluffy, but the bales are packed super tight.
Yeah. Anyway, we're off to Kaputar, Mount Kaputar. So
there's various different walks and locations to visit
loads
up
of
here.
walks.
We've just keyed in to go to Dawson Springs, but that's just the GPS spot. There are other spots on the way, so we'll decide when we get there to read the brochure.
Loads of walks. There's like 4-kilometre return walks that are easy walks. They've got a medium 6-kilometre loop as well. They've also got a hard trek as well, which I think is about 19 kilometres. So that's 18 kilometres return. So that might not be on our agenda for today. But
No, we have done that once before.
yeah, we have.
Narrabri Gorge, 17k walk.
Anyway, we're off. The road from Narrabri to Dawson Spring is suitable for conventional 2-wheel drive vehicles. However, roads may close due to adverse weather conditions such as high winds, rain, snow or fire. The road is narrow, steep and winding, and caravans are not permitted. Large vehicles require an escort. Part of the road is gravel, so allow 2 hours for a return journey from Narrabri. So we just pulled into the information bay. A little bit more information on Mount Kaputar National Park. Interesting little rock formation.
Big rock formation.
So we're going to trial the Mount Correr walk, which is a medium 4-kilometre return walk. The bushwalk leads from the Correr Gap picnic area up the stepped lava terraces of Correr Mountain to the summit. Once you reach the lava terraces, the track circumnavigates the summit, revealing the mysterious shapes of the Nendewa Range and the wide open plains beyond. This is a spectacular walk for day trippers wanting a challenge or a great starting point for experienced and well-prepared hikers to explore Rusden Wilderness area. It's not suitable for small children as there are exposed cliff edges.
I carry all the camera gear, drone, camera, GoPro. My wife carries the backpack full of important stuff like our coffee and food and water, I hope. Can't see the water though. At least we've got coffee. It's not a bad walk so far. We're maybe about 500 metres in and we're certainly puffing a bit. Quite a few stairs and steep bits. Yep, looking forward to this bit. Couple of sets of stairs and long ramp up. This might take a couple of breaks, I think. Water running out of these rocks. I guess explains why there's so much moss on them. It's like a mini moss garden at Caravan Gorge. It's a much smaller version of it. There's water running through all the moss. Carrying 2.5 kilos for exercise. It's got a flat battery in it. I thought I put a fresh battery in at the start, but I put a battery in I hadn't charged and I didn't check it, did I? So it's just there for the exercise, not for photos. Oh. What a view. Whew. A bit hot. What a nice place to have a bacon egg wrap and a cold coffee. Thanks, Yeti. I thought they were supposed to be kept cold for 24 hours or at least 12 hours, I read. That was less than 2 and it's cold. Not happy. But anyway, they look nice. And the view was even better, so yummy. We made it. So it was about a 3-hour round walk for us. And we were probably up the top for a good 45-50 minutes. So all right, probably just over an hour going up and just on an hour coming back down, I would say.
Well, if we didn't stop and take photographs,
Yeah, true.
yeah, it would have taken us a lot less. But there was a couple of little spots there where I fell on my backside.
I didn't get it, I'm sorry.
So there's some slippery parts and very narrow pathways, especially as you're walking up to the summit, the steps up to the summit area. Is that?
Yeah, I think some of the worst parts where there's a lot of water with moss and water running off the moss cliffs, and there's some timber steps, and the timber steps get a little slippery, so particularly coming down, and that's where coming down Deb went down on her backside.
Lucky I had some padding, not only on my backside.
Anyway, could well recommend this walk.
Yeah,
what
it
is
was good fun.
Correr or
Correr.
Correr
Correr
Gap.
Yeah.
So it's a good walk.
Yeah.
We've arrived at the Salt Caves in the Pilliga National Park. So a little bit of interesting history about the Salt Caves. Apparently used to be 1 mile long with salt hanging from the ceiling, or at least that was what was said, but no longer exists. Anyway, we're mainly here. It's a nice little campground actually, or picnic spot. The campground's nearby.
Spotless barbecues.
Spotless barbecue, well looked after. And we're about to climb this fire tower here, which you're allowed to climb apparently.
35 metres.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Of course, our main reason for coming here was because it's on a birding route, so we've been stopping all the way to take bird photos. Got nice photos of a red-capped robin and a couple other birds, which is really good. And now we'll head up. And this cave goes right up somewhere. I'm not going any further. Short, sharp climb, took my breath away. What a view!
It's breathtaking. It's absolutely beautiful. Freezing, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, make sure you put your jumper on before we come up. It's cold up here, a cold breeze. Interesting, it got directions to where everything are, in which distance, etc. Mount Kaputar. All their bearings, not their distance. Oh, distance as well, my mistake. Sydney, 390 kilometres that way. Can't see it. Down the car park. Yeah, it's a great view. What a good idea. Out in the middle of nowhere, we're the only ones here. In fact, the whole trip in on the dirt road here, I've forgotten the name of the road, but it's about 25k of dirt, which is in pretty good nick. Two-wheel drive, a couple of little rough spots here and there. But we have not seen a single car the entire trip so far since we've hit the dirt. Now to climb down.
135 metres.
Be down to the car park, I think, not the base of the tower, but still, it's a fair way up.